everyone, welcome to another episode of SRB Gaming. I am Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
We interrupt this regularly scheduled Bayonetta program to bring you stuff we're going to be talking about for from now and next month. And we are beginning, of course, with all of that. We'll talk about that later. All that with I'm going to just say the Sony State of Play for Horizon Forbidden West.
Yes.
Okay, so basically what I'm saying is my brother's going to do the majority of talking because he just recently beat the game.
Full platinum and everything.
I myself have know enough about the game to get a gist of what the sequel's probably going to be about. So I'm going to talk about what I do know, and then I'm just going to leave it from you from there, like what you want, what about your thoughts about the previous game, what you're expecting for sequel, all that. So what I do know is that this is like a post-apocalypse civilization. What's left of humanity thinks of what we would think as modern structure and stuff like that as ancient relics, stuff like that. The most unique part of all of this, two things, is that one, all the animals and the majority of the animals and creatures we see are all cyber, like technology beasts, like technological beasts. Like if you think of a giant woolly mammoth, it's there, but in like fucking techno form and shit like that and all stuff. And your character from they were younger got a device attached to their ear that's a highly technological device.
So they found the device.
And more or less made her and her father outcasts from the rest of the tribes. Since then, she grew up and is on her own journey. For what? I don't know. That's all I know. I know the sequel. Yeah. I do know that the sequel is taking place on the west side of the country now, as opposed to like the California area. You've even told me they mentioned the Forbidden West in the first game.
If you like a couple little times, if you're like listen to every single dialogue, they do mention it like once or twice in the game, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, the Forbidden West, you mentioned that. And from what I got in the teaser is that while she solved the issue of the first game, there's a new something different is showing up, causing death to nature itself. Don't know what exactly.
Yeah.
That's
not going to give away any spoilers. I'm just going to go over pretty much what I thought of the game.
Hold on a sec. Time. Why not give spoilers? We're talking about the sequel to this game. Okay, look, make a deal with me. Minor spoilers. At least minor spoilers, man. It's the sequel. We're talking about the sequel. I don't even care. I mean, I'm going to, of course, play the bench and get around to playing the first game, but I don't care. I'll leave it up to you. You know what? I'll just leave it up to you. You're the one who played the game. I'll leave it up to you. Whatever.
So the minor spoiler I can probably give is pretty much the human side of things, pretty much, and that is because in the first game we kind of like figure out our predecessors, pretty much, what they did that caused all of this, and they supposedly built in a way they can't kind of built like this like Noah's Ark of a machine, and like each part of this machine represents like life, death, and things like that. The worst part of it is the one that had to deal with death, pretty much. That was the one that kind of got out, and that was the one that was supposed to pretty much kind of like take over and literally destroy everything. And pretty much that was like the main antagonist in the first game.
Was a giant arc destroying techno beast. Oh, sorry.
It was more like a virus, almost like a virus that's like of a kind that it was built to do what it was supposed to do, but things got out of hand. And you know how it is with our governments and stuff like that, where they went back and forth, and then until somebody decides, I'm just going to activate it, stuff like that, and caused things to happen. But of course, other good people pretty much prevented it from doing it fully, but now it's finally catching up with them. And at the time, it was up to Aloy to stop this, but also finding out more about the truth and more about what we're worshiping and stuff like that.
Now, before we dive into what you're expecting from the sequel, now that you've played the game, what are your thoughts overall on the first game? Your
I
thoughts
loved
overall?
it. I loved it. It was fantastic. It was gorgeous. It was a beautiful game. Scenery was fantastic. The gameplay was unbelievable, pretty much. I mean, just to see the different types of like creatures, or at least the machines and the animals and stuff like that. It was just phenomenal that what you had to take over. I mean, it really took strategy to even take some of them down sometimes. Um, but it was just fantastic. The stories that you got involved with were just fantastic. Um, like I said, just I even love the weaponry, stuff like that. I'm a sucker for the bow and arrow type of person, and I just love how they use that as an effect in this game, and use that to like kind of mix up different types of weapons and different types of things to take out these beasts. But it really, like I said, it was really wonderful. They really set you into that world of like just the post-apocalyptic type of world where it's already, we've already seen all the horrors have gone, and now we're seeing how humanity's kind of moving on in its own right and in new eyes.
Now, what are you? Okay, so now we got that out of the way. For the sequel, what do you want from the sequel?
Well, one of
I
them
know
is
you
already,
just, I know you praise, you just finished praising the game, but I know there's always some stuff you want
yeah,
more of or improve upon. So, what are you
yeah.
expecting from the sequel? What do you want from the sequel,
Well,
pretty
one of
much?
them it looks like they're already answering, which is the swimming aspect, pretty much. Because in the
Yeah,
first game,
you can't swim.
you pretty much you can swim, but you can't swim underwater.
Uh,
You cannot swim underwater whatsoever. That's why I love how they're adding that in this, where
yeah,
now you can go
we
deeper,
saw the
and
breathing in the in the first trailer for. We saw she was wearing a breathing apparatus.
yeah,
You
to
know,
help her swim underneath the
yeah.
water. So it's like here, I like how they're adding that. Um, I can say like new people or new tribes or something like that. Like, of course, you're going to a whole new, going to the Forbidden West. You're gonna meet new people, new type of, maybe new allies or this or that. Maybe have more allies than pretty much than before, or anything like that, or have a certain tag member or something like that, somebody that you can count on. Because you kind of had that in the first one, but maybe a little bit more in this one. Maybe a variety of weapons. Try to mix it up a little bit more. Besides, of course, the bow and arrow, or even add more to the bow and arrow. Who knows? But a little bit more weapons. Maybe some weapons where she's never used before. Maybe actual like machine-like weapons, not just bows and arrows and staffs and stuff like that, but more like if she gets her hands on like a gun or something, or some type of weaponry or something like that.
Now, having beat the game, have you gone back to watch the original trailer of Forbidden West again to probably get a general sense more of what you're going to be expecting from this reveal?
Yeah, and it feels like we're gonna get more into the nature side of things,
Hmm.
compared to this one, because in this one was more of like, what's going on, why did this happen to all of us. This one looks like it's like protecting nature itself, and they did tease a little bit about that in the last game. Pretty much they did, because it's like, again, there's different sides to like this program they created and stuff like that. And I forgot the name of it, but there is a part of the program that deals with the nature and trying to keep it and maintaining it and stuff like that. So it's interesting how they have that. You know,
Oh,
um,
if anything from the original trailer for this, yeah, that was the big take is that this one, well, the first one was mainly focusing on finding the truth about these technological creatures. This one sounds like it's going to be a bit more, from the base on the trailer, it's going to be more about protecting the environment.
yeah,
So Captain Planet may show up.
yeah, that too.
Mhm.
Um, I want to see how they're gonna expand Lance Reddick's character
Mhm.
from the first one.
Now, what was Lance? I mean, I guess without trying to dodge spoilers, like you're in the Matrix. What was Lance Reddick's role in the first one?
All I can say is that he's somebody that wants to know more. He's
Right.
always wanting to know the truth. He wants the truth. He wants to know more. Wants
Does
to
he
know more.
follow? Does he fall more on the antagonist, on the like good guy side, bad guy side, or is he more of a neutral figure?
He's kind of a neutral, very much, where it's like he takes
Okay.
either side, but again, he's just that character is like, I want to know everything. I want to know the truth. I want to know everything. I want to learn everything about this stuff. And that's why I want to know, how is that going to play into the sequel? Is that going to evolve his character more into the antagonist, or more of, it's like maybe the hero side of things, where he's going to continue helping out Aloy? That's what I want to know, because in the trailer we saw him with a group of people, compared to the first game, he was just on his own. He didn't have like a group of people. He was just on his own trying to guide her.
Right.
So I want to know what, I want to know how this evolves for his character.
So of course, this is one of 2 games that is not PS5. It's a Sony exclusive. It's not PS5 exclusive. It is a Sony exclusive. So along with Spider-Man Miles Morales, Horizon Forbidden West was confirmed to be coming to both PS4 and PS5. Of course, obviously the footage you're going to show us today is going to be the PS5 version.
Yeah, they said they confirmed it's the PS5 footage.
So my question to you is, depending on the release date of this, because I don't even know the release date on this. I know the release date of Far Cry 6, which it's about what I figured. Depending on when this comes out, and depending on when this comes out, would you want to just get the PS4 and just get the PS5 version whenever you get PS5, or would you just rather jump right into the PS4 version?
I'm in no rush, because you already know me. I have my backlog of games.
I know.
I'm still working on,
after 3 years, you're finally on God of War.
I'm still I'm still working on my backlog of games, and like I said, I'm in no rush. Maybe, like I said, when I get PS5, that's sometime later and down the road, then I'll eventually, maybe add that game to my list. But it's like there's certain games I'm like, you know what, it's worth waiting for. And this was worth the wait. For the first game, pretty much it was worth the wait, because once I started playing it, I was just hooked. I was drawn in. I just love the environment. I love everything about it, and I feel like we're gonna get the same thing in this sequel. Pretty much is that it's the build up is gonna be just right. So when I start playing the game, especially in the PS5, it's gonna just feel so very crisp and beautiful, pretty much when it comes out.
And it's gonna load like amazeballs. It's seriously like Mercenaries going on Resident Evil Village and PS5 is ridiculous, because I've seen playthroughs where everybody's like, it goes Mercenaries, loading screen, pops up. No, PS5, you get like a split-second black screen, and it's like, okay, you're up. It's like, oh, okay. But yeah, that's all the questions I got and stuff. Did you want to take the notes for this one, or did you want me to still jot down some stuff?
You can still jot it down. I don't have anything.
No problem. So here you go, guys. This is going to be our reactions to the Sony State of Play for Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah, so here we go. So on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh wait, let's try that again. Hold on a sec. I'm sorry. You delayed on your 3.
You did too.
God damn. Downsides of internet connection like this. Okay, I'm going to get back to as soon as it says 5. There he goes. Okay. Okay, ready to go when you are.
Hang on. I'm trying to go.
Just say
okay, I'm ready.
Go on go. Okay.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, go.
There we go.
Let's do this. Got a lot of cameras in this one, which is interesting.
I don't know. It could be just for practical effects. For just a. Ooh, fancy. That's the underwater city of lands. No, that's just what's left of San Francisco. Oh, okay.
Hi everyone, my name is Matthijs de Jonge. I'm the game director on Horizon Forbidden West. Last year we revealed our ambitious new project, and since then the team has continued to make great progress
sync, or is that just me?
We are very excited and
I'll probably correct it in post,
in this state
so
of play.
correct it.
Okay, it's gonna be weird, but sure.
At this moment, you have already seen glimpses of the Forbidden West, but now we have something truly special for you. Almost 14 minutes of gameplay captured on PlayStation 5. And you don't have to wait any minute of gameplay captured on PlayStation 5.
The stream you totally corrected it, so you guys are not gonna see anything, but like okay. I think against that. Capture on PS5, mix the gameplay in-game cinematics. Congrats, dude, you still have your leg. It was
easy. It's okay.
yeah, outfit's definitely less hiking up Mount Everest and more Lord of the Flies.
Wait,
What the hell happened?
Where's Erend?
Ambush. Ruins are crawling with raiders. They hit our camp hard. We ran and they chased us down. Aaron was away from camp. Scouting. I bet he's still out there.
What was that?
Not good.
Raiders got machines on their side.
Probably Laura Croft roaming around.
You should go after Aaron. If they find him before you do, who knows what they'll do to him.
No, you're injured. I have to.
Don't worry about me. I'll make my own way out. Get going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh boy, here it goes for sure. Ooh, damn.
These ruins.
God damn.
I hope Erend is okay.
God fucking damn. This is game. Oh, motherfucker.
This is definitely much more detailed.
Holy shit. You think? Fuck, man. First Ratchet and Clank blew my first series. I don't really play all that much. And now Horizon's going at. Hold my beer. That's the. Yeah, you're in San Francisco, because that's the one building that looks like a pyramid with wings on the top. I forgot the name of it. Yeah, you're in What's Up to San Francisco.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, new creature type? Raptors! Cool!
Oh, they're just kind of still in the same first game.
Oh, they are? Oh, boo.
Oh, wait.
But still,
Yeah,
Raptors!
yeah.
Oh, they're new? Okay, cool. Raptors! Cool! Do they have chainsaw mouths? Dude, do they have fucking chainsaw mouths? That's pretty dope. Ooh, some.
Riding machines? This is not good.
Oh shit! Looks like the bad guys are controlling them.
Better be careful. There might be more.
So in the first game, did you not see a lot bad guys riding the beasts?
No, some of them were pretty much. It's just that, like I said, it's.
I need to get clear.
Ooh,
Is that has to be new? That's a smoke
that's
bomb.
new.
Yeah, and they're in their sound
Yeah.
wave attack.
Definitely changed up the HUD. HUD is different.
Because I remember right, the HUD was like everywhere on the screen in the first game.
Maybe I can lose him in here.
They're probably condensing it a bit more. If anything, this is just a build of one version of it. So they
Yeah.
may in fact just
But
be
they've already stated pretty much like they always seem to begin where it is may not be the final one, so.
Oh, that's pretty dope. It's like an arrow grapple hook. Cool.
Yeah, it looks like it's a grappling hook, which now she can just pull herself in.
More machines. Better go under.
Oh yeah, those are new machines.
Oh, cool. Here you go, dude. Underwater element you've been wanting.
Yeah.
That
Wow,
is.
man. Look at that.
It's like you thought above ground was cool. Wait till you fucking see underwater dudes. Dude, the fuck is that?
Don't mind me.
Like, is that gator creature? Like a
Yeah,
croc creature?
they have those.
But now you can see them underwater swimming.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Man, look at the fish. Look at that,
Still
man.
here.
Holy crap, man.
That's me. Fuck me, man. Jeez, I really gotta. God damn it. I'm trying to find a time to play this. I really am. 'Cause I'm still on Village, and like I want to finish Village, and I want to catch up with my television. Then I want to get back into my games. Shit, I may have to reroute my plans.
Mm-hmm.
I have
friends, okay? Not just the ones you slaughtered. When they come looking for
Guy from the first game?
He's one of your close friends in the first game.
He has a pretty cool look to him. Ooh, that's one of the new creatures they introduced in the original trailer. This is the like the woolly mammoth creature.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Here's just like, they better not fucking kill that dude.
Right, my hammer.
Enough. Get moving.
Holy crap, man.
Jesus Christ. So they over there, they are not kidding around. They're even controlling them. A majority of the raiders are controlling
Like I said,
the
they
creatures.
teased it in the first game. They teased it.
And deal with that trouble.
Or some of them were able to do it.
I'm gonna keep saying this, and I apologize if it's not brilliant, but fucking goddamn these fucking visuals. Good lord. When you just have, I guess when you're just focused on one dedicated system, you can just like
Loop to camp.
make visual effects look astounding.
Then we'll head for the old bridge and meet up with the others.
Though with this new environment, I'm getting Tomb Raider vibes. I am seriously getting Tomb Raider vibes.
Raiders made short work of it.
Filthy Oseram.
Now, how often would you take on enemy raiders in the first game?
You had raider camps, pretty much.
Oh, like this one?
Yeah.
Ooh, damn! Slow. Ooh, is that new?
Gonna take you out.
Ooh, heavy.
Ooh, okay. Oh. That's interesting.
Think you can
What's
hurt
up?
me?
It's like the
Ooh, what is that? Holy shit!
Yeah, I do.
She switched it into a spear! Okay, I know full well you couldn't do that in the first game. She switched the ability of her. She attached something and transformed it into something different. So it went
Yeah.
from her traditional bow and arrow to a spear
Raiders said they were heading for the old bridge.
that could shoot lightning and
We had to
shit.
cut them off.
Dude. That was
Gotta get to
fucking
higher
dope,
ground,
dude.
Find a way.
I'm not
You know,
even.
whenever you fire like your arrows at like enemies like them, usually you're not able to see like what part of them you're hitting. Here, they're highlighting what you're hitting on the armor. So I don't know if they're gonna keep that in this game or just take it out.
Maybe they're switching up to where like only specific enemies you can do that. Maybe just focus only on beasts. Hey, look,
There's
that's
the
what's
bridge.
left of Golden Gate Bridge.
I think I know a way to get there fast.
Yeah. Ooh, ooh, you got. Ooh, I see some Breath of the Wild shit up in this. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Ooh,
good.
dude, that was a fucking slide.
Yeah, you could do that in the first one.
What, the slide or the air glider thing?
No, the sliding, you can do that a bunch of times. Even sliding and firing your bow and arrow. In
That's
slow-mo.
cool. So they gave her a paraglider.
Oh, taking over.
Yeah, okay, I know this because I've
Override.
seen the little gameplay I've seen from you. I've seen this part.
Oh, what was some? Now you can ride these ones because there's only certain ones you can ride. This one.
So now you can write this type now.
Help's on the way, Errant.
I forgot about the guy's name. That's why when I saw him, I'm like, oh, now I remember who Aaron was.
I just put Aloy's best bud on the notes. Come on, you gotta save him. He ain't gonna go out like no
Hey,
bitch.
boy.
Aloy.
Aloy, watch out! Hey,
Woolly Mammoth Feast. Come on.
Aaron, stay put. I'll handle this.
Oh, fuck. Okay, obviously. You gotta take out the guy. Control!
Gotta keep moving.
Yeah, that feature's still in there. Same menu. Oh, so now she's able to fight. Oh, wow.
Okay, what's new? Talk to me.
Firing like, she's throwing like javelins with like explosives attached to them.
Oh, we did see the spear from earlier, so it does seem obvious that she has that ability.
That's a
now, where
new
she
one
can
though. That's a new one
Stay
though.
ahead of it.
javelin attack. New spear
Gotta
throw.
slow you down.
Adhesive. Okay, that's slinger. Oh,
Ooh,
that's new.
that's like acid rounds or something like that.
No, that's sticky. You saw it's slowing them down, so it's like a thick adhesive stickiness.
Oh, here he comes. Time to get back.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
now I know this one. You take something, a piece of it out, and then you just use its
You just
weapon
gets
against.
them. Yeah.
Oh, he shook off the.
Mhm.
Now, were you ever able to like take over beasts this large, or no? It was just like take them out, grab the materials, and go.
You know you can. It's just you couldn't ride them. You could take them over as like giant ones. Oh man.
I am loving that grapple arrow.
They're trying to make it much more easier and to maneuver around.
More traversal options, which is always a plus in an open world game.
That was-
Time to finish this.
Wonder where its weak spot is. Dude, that's fucking dope.
Aloy!
Glad to see me.
You bet.
So it does look like the spear is a separate
Oh, you
weapon.
another one.
It is.
So it looks like it's another main weapon type you can get, and
This
it
time.
is a spear
I
now.
have a present for you.
Well, you could in the
Ooh,
first
ooh,
game.
present. He has a present.
I found it, Aloy. Huh? What you sent me for? Right before the raiders got me.
You did good. Now, let's see where this thing will take us.
Oh, it's a map. Oh, that looks like. Stop moving the map. Oh, damn! A big chunk of California is gone. Like Arizona area. I don't know my map geography right.
You always said a storm was coming.
Yeah. And it's almost here.
Ooh, still leaving that part a mystery about what's causing all of this. It did we'll probably look back at the blips that were popping up.
Yeah.
So there you have it, the first gameplay footage from Horizon Forbidden West running on PlayStation 5. We hope you are as excited about it as we are.
Oh, Christopher's hella excited. Gameplay deep dive.
Okay, here we go.
While we have you here, we would like to spotlight some of the new elements you have just seen in our gameplay capture.
Okay.
And to help with that, please welcome Ben McCaw, Narrative Director on Horizon Forbidden West.
Thanks, Matthijs, and hello to all our viewers. Horizon Forbidden West is set 1,000 years in Earth's future after a global catastrophe. People live on in primitive tribes, but they're no longer the dominant species. Giant, animal-like machines now roam the land, and they're extremely dangerous. The machines aren't the only threat in the Forbidden West. A strange red blight is spreading across the land.
Red
and
light.
it won't be long before it strangles all life. Aloy, our hero, is the only one who can stop the blight. But to do that, she and her companions will have to comb through the ruins of the old world to find the technology they need.
Wow.
In this quest, Aloy has sent her loyal friend Erend into the remains of San Francisco to find a crucial piece of technology.
Aaron.
Erend encounters raiders from a rebel faction of the Tenakth tribe. They are vicious fighters, but even worse, they've acquired the power to override machines. To rescue Erend, Aloy winds up fighting them, but first, she must cross the ruins to reach their camp.
We face a lot of obstacles as we traverse the ruins of San Francisco. To overcome them, we've given Aloy some great new tools. Using the focus scanner, you can highlight spots that allow free climbing
Focus
anywhere
cannon.
in the open world.
Detective mode. Detective.
The pull caster speeds up climbing and can get you quickly out of
Focus
trouble.
cannon.
Oh yeah, they make it easier. That's cool though.
The shield wing allows you to safely
Shield
descend
wing.
from great heights or surprise enemies from above. With the diving mask, you can stay submerged
Diving
as long as
mask.
you like and take your time to plan a path around amphibious machines or boost through strong underwater currents. And to speed up overland travel, a variety of machines can be overridden and used as mounts or in combat. Combat in Horizon Forbidden West puts a strong emphasis on tactics and player choice. For close-range combat, the spear is an excellent option. There's a range of
Better
combos
option
that
for
have
close-range
different uses and
combat now.
effects. Valor Surges add a unique set of special abilities,
What did he say?
one of which can be used to
Something
knock back
surges?
nearby enemies. The spear can be charged to create a high damage effect that can take down even the stronger enemies.
Oh, it's something you can
They've,
add to your.
they've expanded on the spear that you ended up with by the end of the
Slingshot
first
with
one.
adhesive
Okay,
grenades to
so the spear isn't
temporarily
new.
stall
It just
machines.
added new
Those with
modifications
arrows
to
that can
it.
strip armor and
Okay.
expose weak spots.
I
A
didn't.
powerful launcher that fires spikes that explode on impact. Smoke bombs that temporarily blind
Yeah,
enemies.
the different
Or you can
smoke
pick
and
up weapons
sticky
shot off from
bombs.
machines. The full game has many more unique weapons, and each of them can
Ooh.
be upgraded on a workbench, but more on that another time.
Aw.
The player will need to be smart and creative and use all of the combat options we have shown to deal with a large variety of deadly machines. Sunwings in the sky, Claw Striders and Tremor Tusks on land, Snapmaws in the water, even the seemingly harmless burrowers that you saw briefly swim by. They are all dangerous, and even more so when overridden by human rebels.
We've only scratched
I
the
do love
surface
that
of the
they added
rebel
more
threat,
people
as Aloy
being
will
able
fight
to
them in
hack it
many
besides
forms
you.
throughout the
Hack
game.
them.
And to defeat them, she must explore the open world to uncover the secret behind their power, and how that secret is related to her quest to stop the Blight. And this is just one of the mysteries she will unravel as her journey through the Forbidden West takes many twists and turns.
I know what I'm waiting for.
It's time
Are
to
you
wrap
ready
it
for
up. We will have
Stay.
more updates close to
Stay.
launch, and everyone here at Guerilla
Close to
can't
launch?
wait for you
When-
to
when-
experience
when's
the
that?
full game.
When's
Thank
that?
you for watching.
Ah, you
Nope.
fired.
Nope.
Damn. PlayStation exclusive. Yep. I know Christopher's definitely, after watching that demonstration, Christopher will definitely be getting this on the PS5. So of course, guys, that was the Sony State of Play for Horizon Forbidden West. And I gotta figure out when I'm gonna play the first. No, they didn't even fucking release date before I even consider playing the first game.
You still have plenty of time. So
You don't know that. Next week they can go, oh, by the way, it comes out in August. I'm like, fuck. Why August? I got plans in August. No, but before we go do our own deep dive, what are your overall thoughts based off gameplay walkthrough we saw?
I like the improvements they've added to the game. Like the one point he was mentioning with the focus, pretty much that's what they call the focus. Pretty much you called it detective mode. Before, you kind of had to guess where you had to climb up. Here, I like what they added to where it's like when you activate that detective mode, now you can see where you can climb up, where we can go to start climbing. So in the first game, it was all just paintings and stuff like that, where it's like it's painted on, you had to guess where you had to go up.
Resident Evil
Here-
Village does that. They like, obviously it's like it's painted yellow or something like that, so you gotta climb it or shoot at it or
Here
something
I like
that.
how that you activate that, that focus like you normally do.
Mhm.
But this time it highlights, okay, these spots you can climb. That's really cool because sometimes you're in a rush, you're in a hurry, you're trying to guess where to have to climb, or you have to find a secret and you don't know where to climb up to. Because I had that a couple times where I'm like, hey, I'm trying to get to the secret, but where do I climb? Where do I start? So that's
yeah,
one cool feature.
One thing I did notice, they are trying to make traversal more. They're trying to expand upon traversal, making it more convenient for the player. So you got
And and especially with the hang lighting too, because I'm pretty sure there are times when people,
was it the shield wing is what it was called.
Because I'm pretty sure there are times when people want just to jump off a cliff and just float down, or at least skip a whole
I know that
area
feeling.
and
It's called
float
Breath of the
down.
Wild. I know that feeling.
know?
Breath of the Wild. Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, that's where they got that. 100% that's where they got the idea from.
Yeah,
But
nothing
it
against
works
it.
in the game. Nothing against either, because it works in this game. It helps you traverse more, or like they said, it helps you surprise enemies all of a sudden out of nowhere.
So
It was in the first game you did have you did have like raider camps that you had to pretty much kill out the whole camp just to take it over. So it's one of those sneaking missions where it's like either you can sneak your way in or you just go head first and take them all out pretty much. So you did have that here. They're expanding on it where it's like they are much bigger, as a group and stuff like that. They're much bigger, as they are.
so we're gonna break it down now. So basically, the whole premise of the gameplay walkthrough was, of course, that Aloy was there to find her buddy Aaron, who went and found important information, but appeared he was, in fact, they were ambushed, and he was captured by these raiders who we see are these new type of raiders who have the abilities to take over machines, much to like same thing Aloy can do. So I mean, right off the bat, we've said a million times, say again, visuals look fucking amazing. Like the detail into the shading, the jungle area.
Like I said, you'll notice too when you start playing it yourself and you start getting more deep into it, and then you start to look at what you saw just now, and you're like, wow, they really dive deeper into like detail of everything. And this one, like the first one was still beautiful, but this one's like they dive even deeper in detail. And I even liked it. Was how they even mentioned going too? It's like when you go underwater, or at least when you do go underwater, compared to like other games where it's like, oh yeah, that how much time you can breathe. No, you can stay as long as you want underneath the water since you have that breathing apparatus.
Yeah, because
even they confirmed it. So you can stay as long as you want under the water and not worry about anything else.
Yeah, of course. This is running off their own personal gameplay engine called the Decima engine. This is the same engine that Kojima approved for Death Stranding. So you can tell why, just based off this trailer, you can tell why Kojima did, because the quality they put into this just looks absolutely astounding. Just amazing details to everything. I had to blink a couple times just because sworn we were still in a freaking cinematic cutscene.
And I'm pretty sure for you probably rewatching this on like your 4K TV just get that full experience. Just be like, wow, I really feel it now. And then they also expanded it even on like I was saying before. The spear, when they brought up her spear, they are expanding on that because you kind of ended with a spear like this, but here now they're expanding on the fact now that you can now truly modify the spear, because they did that in the DLC. The DLC, you get a spear where you can actually kind of modify. So here they're DLC, they were kind of teasing it. So now they're really getting full hands-on for the sequel with the spear, where it's like now you can really now work your way into modifying the spear or anything else. So
I was building up to that. That's what I was gonna play away. So yeah. So basically, you turns out you find out after leaving the jungle, talking to one dude, that you're actually in San Francisco, pretty much. What's left of San Francisco. Yeah. And you see, of course, you see the Raiders, you see the Raptor beasts. You said they're in the previous game, and they're new.
I think these ones are new a little bit. Like this is.
So based on their attacks, and based on the fact they have chainsaw mouths, like Lord Chainsaw jaws, they're really cool. So it looks like they had two different abilities. One ability was they can do a shockwave attack to stun Aloy, like a sound wave attack. And what was the other thing they did? There was another thing they did. I didn't write it down. I didn't type it out. But took care of them. Then we got our first look at the underwater segments, which look absolutely amazing. If you thought the above ground, underwater was great.
He went above and beyond, literally, pretty much for the water.
Yeah. You see a deep dive into it. You see, of course, the like the alligator type beast. You see a couple beasts.
Snapjaw. That's what they used to mention. I remember it was a Snapjaw in the first game.
Thank you. You see Snapjaws. You see a couple other creatures that they hint that you're gonna have to take on. They're just as deadly as any of the above grounds. Get through that. Then we see more of the traversal aspects because a whole bunch of those beasts start attacking. You see one new thing you're happy about, which is the I'm basically just calling the grapple arrow, which looks like you can, if you're a certain distance, you can grapple at a certain point you see in the distance, and shoot right over there, which is a really cool ability. It's one of the fucking reasons I want a hook shot in Breath of the Wild. They took it out for some stupid reason. I forget. But that was really cool. Let's see. Of course, we got to see what Aloy's base, but we got our first look at I forget what they call Tusks is what they were calling them. These new
like
woolly mammoth style creatures we saw being controlled by these raiders. Of course, we already talked brief about it. The attack on the raider camp. Where we got to see Aloy, them expanding Aloy's spear weapon got much later in the game. Looks like they may be introducing it early on this time around, considering
that's why I said they kind of did that in the DLC where they give you a new spear, but a spear that you can modify. So it feels like they really were testing the grounds in the DLC, and since they probably got a lot of good positive feedback, they're like, okay, let's bring that over. Now you can have a spear that you can modify.
Yeah.
So when you start off in the game. In the first game, you have a spear, but you can't really do any modifications at all to it.
Yeah, so yeah, a lot of companies like to do that with their DLC. With the last DLC they do, it's like we're gonna test something out here, and then if it works, hey, we'll probably add it as a brand spanking new feature for the entire game. Other times doesn't work, they'll maybe add a little bit of it, but not all of it. But
I'll change it up a bit. Yeah.
The spear has a one thing I noticed. I didn't get to talk about as close range combat with the raiders. It looks like they're trying to work on that issue. With the spear, with the modifications for the spear, because it looks like now you can modify it to do more damage on enemies temporarily. Temp modifications. Yeah. So that was really nice. Any other aspect you want to talk about on the whole close range combat segment?
Or it's still about the same. I mean, they're trying to expand on the experience because, I mean, I think it's like you said, because it's a lot of it's just like more like swinging and stuff like that. So there's no combos or anything like that for the up close battles. Of either you sneak up or you just go attack, or even as you saw already, pretty much you just use your bow and arrow and things like that. And I like how they tease how they said pretty much that there's possible more that you can do whenever they drop, the machines drop their weapons. And what I'm hoping for that, because I'm teasing that, maybe I'm hoping that it's like, oh, you can use, because usually once you're done with their weapon that they dropped and you use the rest of the ammo, it's like, okay, that's it, you throw it away. That'll be pretty cool if you can use that weapon or modify it and have it added to your slot. You know what I mean? Like for it's like add it to your own weaponry.
That was what we were talking about. That was the other thing, was during the Raptor peace fight, they introduced the smoke bombs, which works like what you expect a smoke bomb to work like. So then we'll fast forward. You go save your buddy Aaron, and then you get into the fight with the Tusk, and it's a really cool fight. It's definitely, from what I've seen of you playing the game, it's definitely a bit different from those fights. For one thing, it looks like your main goal is to initially get the enemy raiders off the creature and then fight the creature head on.
Normally that's how it goes. Usually I mean, it usually takes sometimes. I mean,
okay,
because in the first game,
fill me in if I get something wrong, fill me in.
Like I said, the first game you don't get too many of the people that are writing them. It's more of that they're controlling them in the first game. That's if not writing them. So here it's kind of introducing how they have they're taking control. But now, like she said, we see now is that she's seeing them more writing them, like writing them like how she would, So like I said, in the first game, they just learned how to control them. This one's like, okay, now she's being people that know how to like literally write them and use them as their own.
Yeah, we also saw a bit of it looks like a kind of her own kind of grenade launcher of sorts. She threw a sticky grenade at it.
Yeah, that's like the slingshot. It's just a new the slingshot is already in the first game, but here it's like they're including this new type of ammo, which is like a sticky ammo, slows them down. Because he knows when it hits them, it's like you see it starting to become really slow. So it's like sticky ammo.
So then the other thing we saw in the cutscene was her buddy Aaron got her a map, pretty much, and the map showed multiple locations, which I want to talk about briefly, because it showed what it looks like 2 different places in California. It showed a place in the Gulf, pretty much the Gulf, like that area below like Louisiana to like the left of Florida and stuff like. They showed
there's one where Florida would be in, pretty much, and then another one
near Texas from the looks of things.
Yeah, near like Mexico area.
Texas?
Yeah, near Mexico or anything like that, because
Texas.
Because the world has changed pretty much.
So
the continents have changed.
So that means it looks like it's not just because I know first game. Correct me if you're wrong, if I'm wrong. The first game mainly focused in like kind of the mountains area, like a Montana, Wyoming kind of setting, where it was majority just mountains areas. Occasionally things would change up a little, but it was mainly that kind of setting. It looks like for this game, they hinted that here. It looks like it's not just going to be San Francisco. It looks like it's going to be multiple different parts of the areas, not.
Possibly, because if you look at the colors at some of these markers, the other two markers are in red, and the green one is the one where she's at. So unless those two are much areas that have already been corrupted or gone already, and that area that she's in now is like the last area, maybe.
So my guess is they may pull a Jedi Fallen Order, because in that game it was multiple open worlds in a way. Not open world, multiple different areas you can travel to, pretty much. Like you go to this planet, has its own little section, has its own like completion rate, collectibles.
You think that in this one they're gonna have you be able to go to literally from like one whole place to another whole place? Because I remember in the first game, it was only one whole map that you're on.
I think that's what they're trying to do to make it more variety. Is they're going to have multiple areas you can go to, multiple like open world areas. Not as, I don't think like individually not as big as like the original game,
lands,
but together like way bigger than like what the first one were.
Whole other lands, like it's in the first one, you have like one giant one.
So like
you mean like whole other lands itself than the one area that you
for example, I don't know how the fucking game will work. Say you turn on the map thing or something like that, or turn a little thing on your ear. You get to guess what? You can do fast travel. We can fast travel back over to the Gulf Coast, or that Gulf Coast area, or travel back up to the upper California area, or the Texas area, pretty much. And they all have their own like open world settings. Because let's not forget, there was a couple shots in the original trailer where like there was one shot where she was in the desert, pretty much, a setting she's not all that familiar with at all. So like they're definitely trying to change things up, and I think that's how they're doing it, is with smaller open world areas, but each one is its own unique setting. That's my guess. I don't know. Could be talking on my ass, but I don't know. That could be it.
And I do like how Aloy's dressed up, because even she's dressed up for this. You can tell she's dressed up for the setting that she's in.
Of course.
The greenery, the just the environment, compared to like you said in the first one. It looked like she was really dressed for like the mountains, stuff like that, the mountain range, the way she was dressed. Here,
that's where that makes sense, because that's where she was raised and stuff. So
and here she's more or less, she's like in her, she's more dressed for the environment, which makes it more of the greenery, the forest, stuff like that.
So yeah, other than that, we got gameplay deep dive that went over a lot of stuff we already went over. They called the red light blight. Was the only key thing I noticed.
That's what
my guess, theorizing based on knowing nothing about the fucking first game, next to nothing about the first game, this could be what caused the original apocalypse, and it's coming back to do more damage. So this could be the origin, finding out about what was the initial apocalypse.
Mind you, there's a lot I haven't told you. I only gave you
I know. This is me theorizing. I don't know. You could like to hear your thoughts with trying to avoid spoilers about what it is or what it could be. No, okay.
I said, the difficult part is that it's giving away spoilers. That's why. So
okay, fine, be that way. No release date, unfortunately. We are hitting into the month of E3, as I like to be calling it right now. Currently, tentative title.
Do you think they'll be announcing the release date on that?
Release date? It's still touted for 2021 from last I heard. It's still touted for 2021.
I say holidays.
I'll go fall. Fall. I don't know. Game feels like it should be done by now, or being close to be done by now. So I'm going with fall. God of War, and don't forget, God of War is supposed to be. God of War 2 is supposed to be coming out. The new God of War 2 is supposed to be coming out later this year.
We're gonna get a release date at E3. I think we're gonna get like a short trailer.
Well, don't forget, Sony is not going to be at E3. But around E3, they may.
Around E3 at maybe one of the other events. I'm saying they'll probably drop maybe a quick trailer, giving us a release date, possibly. And like I said, I think, like you said, like fall holiday season. I think pretty much.
Yeah, that's what with the God of War sequel. That's what I'm giving it to, is about fall holiday release window. If it comes out in 2021, which I have to agree with a lot of people, I'm highly doubting. This game, it feels like it's close. Like God of War, we've gotten next to nothing.
As I said,
here we've got a lot.
It's not going to be till, to be honest, my opinion for God of War, it's not going to be till next year.
Yeah, I know.
But again, we don't know
keeping my hope, but I know
Yeah.
worst case scenario, it's going to be God of War games traditionally come out late spring, the spring season. So I'm
think they're gonna
thinking
keep it like
spring
that.
next year at the latest, but I'm hoping for a fall holiday release. But
Or at least
Yeah.
like a more gameplay teaser or something like that sometime in E3.
last question, are you hyped for Horizon 2 now more than you were before? Cool. So other than that, folks, if you're new to the channel, you hit the like button. If you want to talk to him more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else, when it comes to mainly him talking about Horizon and video games in general, which that will also be me, hit that subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well.
Let us know what you guys thought of this gameplay footage, pretty much for the next Horizon game. What do you guys think of it? Are you excited? Super psyched on what's going on with it? What changes they're making to it? Do you like some of the new features? Do you not a fan of the new features? And what are your guys' thoughts and opinions into what possibly is going on in this game, pretty much from what happened from the last game into this one? What are you guys' hopes, your lows, like highs, lows, for what you've seen so far, and what you want out of this game, pretty much. So, and then put down what you thought of our reaction overall, but most importantly, we thank you for watching.
As I teased earlier, first off, if you made it this far to video, thank you so much. But if you're keeping along with this, I teased that we're going to talk a little about our plans, because I can't just say on next SRB Gaming we're going to do this. We don't know our plans, so we'll let you guys know. Right now, our current plans are look for our reactions to Far Cry 6 walkthrough, the 40-minute walkthrough they gave us for some fucking reason, for a game that comes out in October. It was originally coming out in February, now it's coming out in October. None of that. So look forward to that. Look forward to our E3 coverage, which will include the Summer Game Fest kickoff show, which will include the Ubisoft Forward for E3, which will include the Xbox/Bethesda showcase. And that's not even counting the two that have not been yet announced, which is the Nintendo E3 Direct and the Square Enix E3 presentation. So
definitely keep an eye out on our channel. Hit that bell icon. The moment anything comes out for E3 related stuff, pretty much we'll get that up as soon as we can.
We are so fucking ecstatic. We're very late recording this, but we're legitimately really fucking ecstatic that E3 more or less is officially back this year, and we're gonna get so much done. We're gonna have some reactions. You're gonna see some familiar faces return. Hopefully, you're gonna see some familiar faces return on this channel, and we're gonna have ourselves a very good time with some mind-blowing announcements, some hopefully mind-blowing news, some mind-blowing sequels that may blow Cursor's mind, like that rumored Injustice 3 Marvel DC thing, whatever the fuck's happening with that. But keep an eye on this. I keep my brother said, keep an eye on the channel, folks. Hit that bell icon, and you will be notified when we notify ourselves about the world announcements.
We go live.
So until next time, folks, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And of course, this has been a very Forbidden West filled episode of SRB Gaming. So of course, later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out any of our previous reactions,
as well as one of our other SRB shows,
check out one of the playlists down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
you can find us on Twitter and Stardust
at Super React Bros,
as well as on Facebook
at Super Reaction Bros.